It's probably one of the most common questions that I see in my inbox. How do I drive more buyers to my Etsy shop? And lucky for you, there are actually two answers to this question that, when combined, can make for an awesome cocktail of consistent traffic. For those who are new here, my name is Starla Moore, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at erank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And if you've been selling on Etsy for a while, you've probably watched a ton of videos that promise huge traffic explosions with just this one simple hack. Which sounds good and well, but as my dear old granny used to say, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. When it comes to success on Etsy, there are no top secret hacks that will send you an unlimited flow of traffic and sales, which is probably a good thing. I mean, if a hack like this did exist, it'd be just as easy for your competitors to find it as well. So if you're looking for a secret hack, this video probably isn't for you. But if you're looking for a realistic strategy that actually works and you're willing to put in a little hard work and elbow grease, then you're in the right place. Because when it comes to traffic on Etsy, there are three sources where traffic can be obtained. And understanding those three sources of traffic will help you to guide that traffic to your shop more easily. Traffic source number one is internal traffic. These are the people who are already shopping on Etsy. If your business was located in a busy shopping mall, think of this traffic as the people who are already walking around the mall. The great thing about internal traffic on Etsy is that these people are already prepared to buy. You don't go to the mall without a plan to shop, right? So this form of traffic can be the easiest to convert into sales, but it does take a bit of work. First, you need to have good SEO or search engine optimization. Without good SEO, you'll have no traffic, no matter how great your items are. And since this is a bit of a large topic to cover in this video, I'll go ahead and link my step-by-step Etsy SEO toolbox up here and down below. It's totally free and includes everything that you need in order to optimize your listings for search. So be sure to grab that after you finish this video. Second, in order to attract internal traffic, you need to have a shop that is attractive. For example, if your store was located in a busy shopping mall, but your storefront looked like this, it wouldn't matter how great your products are. No one would want to go inside, nor would they trust buying from you, especially when there are thousands of other options to shop from on Etsy. So in order to build trust and attract buyers, you want to make sure that you have a clean, clear, and established branding. This includes your shop banner, your logo and branding, your profile photo, and clear listing photos. Now, I have sellers tell me all the time that their customers don't care about branding, but this isn't true. While they may say that they don't care about logos, fonts, and colors that you use to brand your shop, brand classification through visual cues is one of our fastest and most deeply rooted psychological triggers. For more help with branding, I highly recommend checking out the 22 Immutable Laws of Branding by Al and Laura Rice, or check out the various branding videos that I've linked down below. Now that we've covered internal traffic, let's move on to external traffic. This is the traffic that you drive to your shop from other platforms, such as social media or an email list. Now, the downside of external traffic is that you have to work a little harder to get it, because while people on Etsy are already in a buying mood, typically people hanging out on social media are not. Through your marketing, you have to take someone who isn't in a buying mood and put them in that buying mood by creating quality content that inspires a purchase. And this doesn't mean spamming your Etsy links all over the place. Trust me, no one likes that. Instead, focus on building a following on social media in order to encourage later sales. The rule of 7 in marketing states that a prospect needs to hear the advertiser's message at least 7 times before they'll take action to buy that product or service. That could mean scrolling past 7 Instagram posts over the course of a month, or watching 7 TikTok videos, or seeing 7 stories, or receiving 7 enticing email marketing campaigns, or a combo of any of those things. The point is, trust building takes time, so when it comes to effective marketing on any platform, consistency and quality content is key. And by quality quality, I mean beautiful marketing, interesting marketing, or marketing that makes someone stop and say, wow, what is that? Everyone's target audience will be different depending on their age and what's important to them. So expect to experiment a lot when building your social media marketing strategy. The third and final type of traffic is paid traffic. And let me start by saying that paid marketing is totally optional. Unless you've made over $10,000 in a year on Etsy and are stuck with their off-site ads program, you absolutely don't have to pay for ads. But if you are interested in paying for ads or you're curious about it, here are a few quick tips to get you started. First, and the most important thing to keep in mind, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on ads. If you have bad photos and bad SEO, no one will click your ad. As I always say, you can show a poo listing to 1 million people, but if the listing is poo, it doesn't matter how many people see it, no one's gonna buy it. So before you spend money, make sure that your listings are ready to be advertised. Second, don't go into the negative. If your ads are eating into your profits, you've defeated the purpose of running ads in the first place. Keep an eye on your ad spend, and if you see yourself going into the red, don't be afraid to pause them. And third, focus on your best sellers. Everyone always asks me why I recommend putting ads behind listings that are already doing well rather than the items that aren't selling. But think of it like this. If you're at a horse race and you're trying to decide which horse to bet money on, would you bet on the horse that has never won a race? Or would you bet on the horse that already has a history of winning races? Always bet on your winning racehorses. If a listing is already selling well, you know for sure that there's already interest in this item and it's known to make you money. By putting a bit of ad revenue behind it, you increase the chances of making a return on your investment. Not to mention, advertising your best sellers is an amazing way to drive more traffic to other listings in your shop. When you find something cool on Etsy, do you stick that item right in your cart and continue shopping? In most cases, no. You go to the shop to see if they have anything else that you may want to buy. So think of your ads as a traffic driver to your shop as a whole. Now that you understand the 3 forms of traffic on Etsy, it's your job to conquer them all one by one. Start with internal traffic by improving your SEO and branding. Then move on to external traffic. It's free and a great way to build repeat buyers and brand loyalty. Then, as you start noticing bestsellers emerge in your shop, expand out by investing a bit of your earnings to Etsy ads for those bestsellers. With these 3 forms of traffic, you can build a more solid and profitable safety net for your brand, especially during seasons when internal traffic is slow on Etsy, like in the upcoming spring and summer. Now that we're officially in the 2nd month of 2026, I know, it doesn't feel real, does it? Anyway, spring is fast approaching, which means it's time for sellers like you to begin pivoting into product themes, colors, and ideas. And if you're new here, it may interest you to know that I release a monthly Trends Digest every single month on my Patreon, where I basically find trends that have more searches than there are competitors selling those items. And you can access these monthly trend reports for just $5 a month. Now, finding these golden, high search, low competition trends is super hard and usually takes me around 12 hours just for the research portion alone. So think of it like tipping me for the hours that it takes to sift through thousands of pages of Etsy search data each month, all to bring you these amazing reports. You can find the link for Patreon right here and down below somewhere. Until next time, Pookie.